I lose, winner takes my car clean and clear. But if I win, I take the cash and I take the respect. To some people, that's more important.
Ever wondered if a car could be too much fun? So much fun that society decides it's just too wild for the streets? It sounds like something out of a movie, but it's happened. Today, we're diving into the surprising stories of cars that were banned, not for being unsafe or unreliable, but for embodying a spirit of freedom that made the establishment nervous. Let's start with a legend, the original Mini Cooper. When this tiny car hit the scene in the 1960s, it wasn't just a vehicle. It was a revolution on wheels. It was affordable, zippy, and incredibly fun to drive. The Mini became a symbol of youth culture, rebellion, and a carefree lifestyle. Some places saw this as a problem. The car's agility and small size made it perfect for navigating crowded city streets in ways that larger, more traditional cars couldn't. This perceived disruption to the established order and its association with a rebellious youth movement. It led to discussions and even localized restrictions on where and how they could be driven. Especially during protests or large gatherings, the Mini wasn't just a car. It was a statement of independence, and that made some people very uncomfortable. Next, let's talk about the dune buggies. Born in the sun-soaked deserts of California, the dune buggy was the ultimate expression of automotive freedom. Take a simple Volkswagen Beetle chassis, strip it down, add a lightweight fiberglass body and big tires, and you have a machine built for pure, unadulterated fun. These vehicles weren't about commuting. They were about escaping. They represented a life outside the 9-to-5, a world of adventure over beach dunes and through open deserts. But this unstructured freedom came with a price. As dune buggies became more popular, so did concerns about their use on public lands and their perceived lack of safety features compared to conventional cars. They were seen as noisy, disruptive, and a symbol of a counterculture that rejected societal norms. This led to a wave of regulations across the country, heavily restricting where you could drive them and making it nearly impossible for many to be registered for street use. The very thing that made them great, their simplicity and off-road spirit, became the reason they were legislated off the roads. Now for a more modern example, the rise of highly modified street racing cars like the kind you see in movies. Think of cars like the Nissan Skyline GTR or the Toyota Supra. In the 90s and early 2000s, these Japanese imports became legendary in the underground tuning scene. They were relatively affordable, incredibly powerful, and endlessly customizable. For a generation of young gearheads, these cars were a blank canvas for self-expression. They represented a subculture with its own rules, its own style, and its own community, built around the thrill of speed and engineering creativity. But this culture inevitably clashed with the mainstream. The media portrayed street racing as a dangerous and reckless activity. In response, authorities cracked down hard. They didn't just target the act of racing. They targeted the cars themselves. New laws and strict enforcement made it incredibly difficult to own and operate heavily modified vehicles. Cars could be impounded and even crushed. The message was clear. This particular brand of automotive freedom was deemed too dangerous for society. From the rebellious Mini to the freewheeling dune buggy and the customized tuner cars, the story is the same. These weren't just machines. They were symbols. They represented a desire to break free from the ordinary, to choose your own path, and to have a little fun along the way. But sometimes, that spirit of freedom is seen as a threat to order and control. It's a fascinating reminder that a car can be more than just transportation. It can be an idea. And sometimes, ideas are so powerful, they get banned. If you enjoyed this ride into automotive history, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories. What do you think? Are there any other cars that were just too wild for the world? Let me know in the comments below. The streets go quiet, until the next ignition.
Ask any racer, any real racer. It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.